Toronto wins game 1 of this second round matchup, and all I gotta say is I think this is going to be a very good series between two teams that really don't like each other. If I'm a Leafs fan, honestly, I liked the first and second period. I thought they played good, they got the offense they needed, a lot better of a start than they did last time when they met up with the Florida Panthers in the second round. However, partway through the game, there was a moment that really flipped this game on its head. It involved Sam Bennett and Anthony Stolarz, who was unable to continue to play as a result of this right here. It was later announced that Stolarz left the building on a stretcher, and now he is currently at the hospital getting evaluated. So we'll see what they say, but from the looks of it, it doesn't look like he'll be making an immediate return to this series, which is definitely a tough loss because he's been a rock back there for Toronto. He's their top guy for a reason. I mean, Woll's not a bad goalie, but he did look a little bit shaky when he went in. But we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, you hope that Stolarz is okay. I think Toronto still definitely has what it takes to win this series, but this definitely makes it a much tougher task. Let's talk about game 1, starting off with the first period of play. Toronto gets on the board early here. William Nylander from a sharp angle gets it by a shaky Bobrovsky as he makes it a 1-0 game. The two teams traded some chances after that, Florida with a couple of good looks, but Stolarz was standing tall and making good saves. Then, Florida's defensive coverage was a little bit off. They can't pick up William Nylander, who's the trailer. He picks it up and pots in his second goal of the game to make it 2-0 for Toronto. Panthers go to the power play late in the first, and Seth Jones wires one by Stolarz to make it 2-1, but right after that, it's Morgan Rielly who punishes here on this 2-on-1, short side on Bobrovsky, who had a terrible period, 3-1 heading into the first break. In the second, you had Chris Tanev, unlikely scorer, gets one on target, and it finds its way by Bobrovsky, making it a 4-1 game. At this point, you had Stolarz exit the game as a result of this here from Sam Bennett. My question is, do you think he deserves a suspension, and for how many games? If so, let me know in the comments. But we already talked about this earlier on in the video, so let's move on now to the third period of play. And the comeback starts off strong here for Florida. It's Lou Storoinen with the first one here, tips it by Woll, and then a shot here just completely beats Woll. Suddenly, it's a 4-3 game with over 15 minutes left to play. But then Matthew Knies has been a beast here in these playoffs, gets himself a breakaway, and a very nice finish by Bobrovsky to restore a 2-goal lead for Toronto. What a player he's been. Dying minutes of the game, and Sam Bennett, the most wanted man here in Toronto, gets himself on the board here to make it a 1-goal game. This one I'll give it to Woll. It gets tipped, so it's not really his fault. Florida tries to get the tying goal with the extra man, but they're unable to do so. The game ends 5-4 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And if there's one thing I'm really excited to see in Game 2, it's how the Leafs are going to respond to what Sam Bennett did to Anthony Stolarz. It'll be fun to see on the ice, hopefully that the stadium brings it as well, because I can't lie, from what I've seen, the Leafs corporate arena has been a pretty underwhelming atmosphere, but we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Peace out, and take care.